Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. Wow, what a night. What a night indeed. Our beloved New Jersey Devils heading into Tampa, looking to erase the bad taste in their mouths, all of our mouths, stemming from that beating in Carolina that they took a couple nights prior. And our New Jersey Devils answered the bell. Oh, did they ever answer the bell, beating the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score of 5-3. And what an amazing win. What an amazing win. There were so many positives to take away from this game. The team looked great. And right away, the Tampa Bay Lightning tried to beat on them and make it a physical affair. And the Devils did not shy away. They did not back down. They did not wilt. They responded, and they responded beautifully. They were like, this is the type of game it's going to be. No problem. They rose to the occasion, fought back, and got a gutsy road win against a very good team who was also looking to avoid going 0-2. Tampa was 0-1 as well. They didn't want to be 0-2, but they are now, courtesy of your New Jersey Devils. And this was a chippy one. And for all the people that have tried to, discredit how physicality and intensity matter in this game. I mean, if you've watched the playoffs for any time in your life and you still think that, it's kind of crazy. But here you are in the regular season being thrust into a playoff-like game. It had that feel right away. Scrums, the thing with Nico early on. I mean, it was a super chippy game. They were trying to impose their will on us, and it did not work. It did not work, and this is something that I think the Devils have been working on over the past couple seasons. Tom Fitzgerald identified that this was an issue in summer of 2024, and in an interview, he hit us with this absolutely beautiful clip leading up to free agency in an interview.
Get a little heavier, get a little edgier, a little more violence.
Heavier, edgier, more violent. He knew what this team needed to do. He went out and got the pieces. What did he do that summer to get heavier, edgier, and more violent? He signs Brendan Dillon in free agency. He signs Stefan Nason. He trades for Paul Cotter. He trades for Johnny Kovacevic. And now, all of a sudden, he starts adding these heavier, edgier, more violent pieces of guys who are going to bring that brand of hockey to this team. And you need it. You absolutely need it. There's no way around it. And it's beautiful to see. It came into play last night. Huge element throughout the game. And we've seen it before. When this team is physically engaged, they are a better team. They were playing this kind of hockey in October, November, and December of last season. At one point, they led the league in fighting majors. We were involved in scrums, all kinds of stuff, just imposing our will on teams those first few months of the season, and we looked like one of the best teams in the league. And then as a result of the holiday break, I don't know whatever happened, they looked like a different team afterwards in the calendar year of 2025, and they were terrible. And it seemed like that physicality and intensity was missing for the most part. I mean, we saw little bits and pieces of it here and there, but it was not a regular theme that we saw like we did in the first few months of the season. Last night was one of those games. They were dragged into the fire, and they did not back down. You absolutely love to see it. This is not last season's team. I have high hopes for this team. I'm super fired up right now. But the team is capable of winning these types of games, and they're going to have to continue to do it. And guess what? They're only going to get nastier when Stefan Nason and Johnny Kovacevic return. Oh, two heavier, edgier, more violent pieces are currently not in the lineup, and they will be returning soon. And I cannot wait for it. And again, guys, just buckle up. I think this is going to be a special season for the boys. We talk about a little bit of the game a little bit more here. Arseni Gritsyuk. Oh, my God. Arseni Gritsyuk, I am trying my hardest to contain my excitement. This kid looks absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Could do everything. Skate well, great vision, passing. Obviously, the shot. I'm trying again to manage my expectations, but his arrival here is reminding me of a little bit of Scott Gomez for you longtime fans. Scott Gomez as a rookie in the 99-2000 campaign. A young guy coming onto a team with lots of veterans. Now, this Devils team does have quite a bit of veterans. And just injecting that rookie, just that little bit of whatever he's doing to this team and bringing that production to make the perfect recipe for a contender. And what happened in that 99-2000 season? Scott Gomez had a beautiful season. 19 goals, 51 assists for 70 points en route to winning the Calder Trophy as the NHL Rookie of the Year. And obviously, the New Jersey Devils won the Stanley Cup that year. Now, listen, I'm not saying Gritsyuk's going to win the Calder or the Devils are going to win the Cup, but it's giving me like an eerily similar feeling to like, similar kind of thing. We have this team with some veterans. We have this flashy, young, great kid, rookie, doing it big, and it just reminds me a little bit of it. Wouldn't that be a story? I'm not expecting Gritsyuk to win the Rookie of the Year, obviously, but I do think he's definitely capable of 50 to 60 points, and that might get him a nomination. And who knows? Maybe he does get even more than our wildest imagination. I would love to see Grits at least be a nominee for Rookie of the Year, and I'd love to see this Devils team win a cup more than anything, obviously. If that could happen, wow, guys. It's obviously early. It's game 2. I'm staying level-headed. My predictions are what they are. I put them out. I think this team's going to go far in the playoffs. Zach McEwen was a very nice surprise for me on the evening. He comes into the lineup because Dodonov's injured, and I thought he looked pretty damn good, bringing the energy, throwing the body a little bit, flying around out there. I think he is an ingredient we've missed as well. He's kind of what I was hoping to get from Shane Lachance. I've talked about Shane Lachance millions of times. I love Shane Lachance, and I'm hoping at some point he gets a look as well. But a big body that could bring the energy and do a little bit of everything. McEwen seems like he could be that guy. He's not going to have the mitts of Shane Lachance. I mean, Shane Lachance's hands are just phenomenal. But I thought a great New Jersey Devils debut for McEwen, and I hope we see him out there again for as long as Dodonov's out. I thought that was a great-looking fourth line. And overall, I talked about this in the Post-Postgame Live. I think the way the overall lines looked, it was just a beautiful team game, and I want to see the exact same thing for the next game, and we probably will. But what a performance up and down the lineup. Up and down the lineup. Lots of people singing his praises in the Post-Postgame Live. If you're not familiar, I do a Post-Postgame Live show after every game. When MSG goes off the air with their post-game show, I come on and do a show. We talk about the game. I pull up your comments. I react to the comments, and it's been a fun little community we've been building. Shout out to all of you who have been participating. If you're not familiar, check out the link in the description. I'll put it in there, and you could also go to the live tab, and we'll be here all season long, baby, just commiserating or celebrating after Devils wins. It's been really fun. That will continue on. Connor Brown, a signing a lot of people kind of thumbed their nose at because they were expecting a big splashy top 6 guy, and they didn't see the value of the bottom 6 ads. Connor Brown was a beautiful bottom 6 ad by Fitzy for this New Jersey Devils club. Scoring 2 goals last night, looking great with Gritsyuk. And I think Gritsyuk will make almost anyone look great, to be honest. But Connor Brown, the seasoned vet, getting it done. 2 big goals in that one, courtesy of Gritsyuk assists. And I think we're going to probably see them again together, and they're going to do damage. Connor Brown is a big part of this revamped bottom 6. And this season's bottom 6 is not last season's bottom 6, guys. A lot of people down in the dumps about everything and anything pertaining to the team after the Carolina game. But the bottom 6 is not the same. It is revamped. Connor Brown is a big part of that, and he gave us a 2-goal outing last night. The last time the New Jersey Devils got 2 goals from a bottom 6 player, do you guys know when? Do you know when? Wait for it. The last time the New Jersey Devils got 2 goals from a bottom 6 player was January 22nd, 2025, when Dawson Mercer scored 2 at the Rock against the Boston Bruins. I mean, a 2-goal outing from a bottom 6 guy. Phenomenal stuff. Shout out to Connor Brown. What a game for him. What an addition to this team, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does for the rest of the season and hopefully deep into the playoffs as this New Jersey Devils club looks to push for its 4th Stanley Cup in franchise history. Oof. Oh, guys, we need it so bad. I need it so bad. Luke Hughes. What can we say about Luke Hughes? 2 assists in each of the first 2 games, looking like the stud we all knew, or most of us knew he would be, or is. Looks great. Luke is a playmaker. He's going to continue to develop. Only 22 years old. The sky's the limit for him. I do believe he will be a consensus top 10 defenseman in the league in the next year or 2. And he looks great. 4 points through 2 games. He's obviously not going to have 2 points every game, but I think this season he's going to easily have a 50 to 60 point season at a minimum. At a minimum. He's already got 4 points through 2 games. Love to see it from Luke. He's just hitting guys with nice passes, putting it right on the tape, finding seams. I mean, creative player, has the vision, obviously could skate. Luke Hughes, what a great signing. And for those that were hating on the signing or saying it was an overpay, shame on you. A lot of people, when these contracts are signed, you hope that maybe you're overpaying for a year or 2, and then as the contract ages, it's a very nice bargain. and you're like, okay, in year 3, he could be a $12 million player, and he signed at 9. He might prove those $9 million worth this season. Never mind aging into the future. The contract is going to age beautifully, and in years from now, his market value will probably be, $11 to $12 million easily, with the cap continually going up. And so Luke Hughes, great contract. For anyone who ever had a bad word to say about it, deposit your apologies in the comments, because the Luke Hughes signing was phenomenal. And he's probably still working through some rust as well, missing all of training camp and preseason. And he's just getting thrust out there into NHL games on the road against good teams. I mean, wow, 4 points through 2 games. Luke Hughes has said, shh, I'm here. Power play, probably the only pain point for me throughout the game. 0 for 4, not going to get it done. I would like to see a personnel shakeup. Last season, we were second in the league. This season, it's not looking good whatsoever. I would like to see Dougie back on power play 1, along with Timo. This power play was the second best in the league last year. Let's see some of those guys back out there, because the power play is cold right now, and we need to shake it up. You can't go 0 for 4 in a game like that one last night. That easily could have cost us the game. If the Devils did not just explode offensively, going 0 for 4 on the power play could easily be the reason you lose a game. And luckily, they dodged that bullet. That was not the case last night. But going forward, the power play has to produce. It hasn't thus far, and so I'm trying to shake it up a little bit. I would like to see Dougie and Timo out there. And that's, not an indictment on Luke Hughes by any stretch. I think he's a very good power play quarterback, very good player, obviously. I think he should continue quarterbacking power play 2 for now, and then revisit it at some point down the line. But as of right now, I just think it's Dougie's spot. It should be, and I don't see why they're not doing it. Luke obviously is going to be the number 1 guy for years and years to come. He's here for 9 years. He's going to be the number 1 defenseman. He's going to be the power play quarterback, but I don't think there's any need to rush it and do it today. Let him slowly transition into it. Let him run power play 2 for now, and then when the time comes, you bump him up to power play 1. But I'd like to see us go back to Dougie and Timo on power play 1, because going 0 for 4, not great. Not great. I think that's got to be tweaked. But overall, an amazing team game. Once again, balanced scoring, physically engaged, didn't shy away from the rough stuff. You love to see it. A huge response after getting a beating in Carolina that demoralized many of you. I mean, the reaction after that game was just so ridiculous. After the game, Sheldon Keefe gave a great post-game speech to the boys. Check that out on the Devils YouTube channel if you haven't seen that. Love to see those. Those get me even more fired up than I already was. I was fired up for real, for real. This is probably the most fired up I've been after a regular season win in quite some time. Just because the stakes really are high for this group this season. This is a season with a lot of high hopes, and that was a signature-type win in response to a very mediocre opening night. It was mediocre. But, guys, I'm pumped. I think this is going to be a special season, and I'm fired up. I'm fired up. Now they got to come out strong against Columbus tomorrow and continue. Continue the work. Follow it up. Consistency. Play 60-minute games, and then from game to game be consistent. If we see that same Devils team we saw last night in Tampa, in Columbus tomorrow night, our New Jersey Devils are going to be coming home to the Rock 2-1 on the season. Opening up at home against the defending Stanley Cup champions, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. And the building will be a zoo. Just completely bonkers environment. I mean, it should be a bonkers environment, even if they unfortunately lose and are 1-2. But coming home 2-1, I mean, who wouldn't have signed up for that? Knowing the schedule, going into it, 3 good teams on the road to start the season, I think everyone would have signed up for 2-1, and you'd be a lunatic if you didn't. 2-1 against those 3 teams on the road, I'll take it any day, and hopefully the Devils are able to accomplish just that with a big victory in Columbus tomorrow night. Would love to see it. Would love to see it, but they got to be consistent. Got to come back with another effort just like that in Columbus and get the win. And maybe we'll see Jake Allen in there. That's an interesting one. And that's not because of, Markey's struggles. I thought Markey has been fighting it a little bit, but overall he kept us in the game. He's made big saves. I'm not worried about Markey at all. A lot of people have talked about that. But I could see Jake Allen getting the start in Columbus. Because you'd have to think Markey's going to start the home opener, and then there's the 18th. I don't think they make Allen wait till the 18th against the Oilers. So maybe we see Allen in Columbus, but he's more than capable. If you guys remember, and I mentioned this recently in another live or video, the New Jersey Devils beat the Columbus Blue Jackets twice in March of last year. And that ultimately is what got them in the playoffs. March 11th at the Rock and March 17th in Columbus. The Devils finished with 91 points. Columbus finished with 89. Had Columbus won just one of those two head-to-head matchups, Devils went 2-0. They win on March 11th. They win on the 17th. If Columbus just won one of those games, they would have finished with 91 points. The Devils would have finished with 89, and we would have been playing golf while they went to the playoffs. And that's the last time we were in Columbus. An amazing Jake Allen performance in the third period, for those of you that remember. I mean, the Devils were just getting dominated, and Jake Allen stood on his head to preserve the win. And again, a game that if we did not win, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. The small margin for error sometimes when it comes to getting into the playoffs. But, wow. I said a lot. I am fired up. There's so much to like about this team. This is not last year's team. And I'm fired up. I cannot wait for tomorrow night against the Jackets. But let me know what you guys think about what I said in this video. Anything, everything New Jersey Devils hockey, you just throw it out there in the comments. I enjoy talking to most of you. I'll be back soon. Tons of stuff in the works as always, but I am just elated right now. What a performance for our New Jersey Devils in that game. Beautiful performance. But that's it. That's it. I'll be back soon. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go.